Well, hi guys. Paul here from PABrewNews. Ooh, yeah. Listen to some midnight. It's coming round to midnight. Well, in a few hours anyway. Okay, what do I have here right now? There. Nimble Hill Brewing Company from Mahoopany, Pennsylvania, up on Route 6 near Tunkhannock. This is their naughty Belgian Strong Ale, coming in at 9% alcohol by volume, I do believe. Let's see. Can't see. 9% alcohol by volume. Absolutely. And they're from Mahoopany, but as I said, it's 3971 State Route 6, Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania. But there you go, because of things and stuff. But this is coming in at 9%. Belgian Strong Ale. I had to warm it up, though, because it was a little cold. So I put it down in a naughty place for a while, let it warm up. Listen to some Midnight. Johnny Russo's Midnight from 1982, made down there in southwestern Pennsylvania. Yo, brother Craig, what's up? PABrewNews, baby. PABrewNews. PA movie soundtrack chaos. I got a daughter there. Hopefully she'll be nice. Okay, let's crack it open and see what we got going on with Naughty. Okay, let's throw the water out of the glass. All right, didn't blow up. Very happy about that. Step one completed. Daughter was trying to show me her spider, but that's beautiful. Go play with your spider. Okay. There it is. It's in there. Naughty. Maybe I should tell you a little about Naughty. Naughty is a Belgian strong ale that will tease your palate with exciting flavors and perky bubbles. All right. Now we got the sexual predator vibe out of the way. All right, up to the light. We have a little particleization floating around, suspended in dust, kind of just animated. Little fine chunks, a couple bigger ones. We got basically a mahogany, ruby hue, caramel hue kind of menagerie going on. Slightly off-white, bordering a tan head. Not bringing a lot of head to the forefront there, even when I invigorate it. But you're definitely getting a lot of lacing, sticking. A lot of alcohol legs from that 9% sticking to the side of the glass for sure. And that particleization just kind of floating in suspended animation. All right, let's get an aroma. Oh. Definitely in the forefront. You have a lot of the ethanol alcohols coming through. A little bit of clove coming through there. Star anise. Little plum, little fig, little raisin. Stewed fruit, definitely. Actually, the last one I had was a really big fruit bomb. So is this one. But you get a little clovey earthiness. Star anise coming to the forefront as well. Brown sugar caramel. Almost like a rye or pumpernickel toasted bread qualities coming through. Root vegetable. Getting a little root vegetable on this one, kind of like a beet or a rutabaga, that kind of thing. Rhubarb, the rutabaga, a rutabaga. I don't know if I've ever said that word in my life. Rutabaga, rhubarb. I meant to say rutabaga. Like beet, rutabaga, rhubarb. Those kind of things. A beet, like a root vegetable. A little bit of that kind of sweetness coming through. Of course, a lot of times when you use these strong Belgians, they use a lot of candied sugar. Sometimes they use beet sugar to substitute the candied sugar, dark and mild candy sugars. And I think that's what I'm getting a little bit of that. Because I was going to say it's almost to that red apple peel, kind of, but I'm not really getting that. And then all that root vegetable came up instead. Yeah, so very full flavored, full aromas anyway on this Belgian strong dark ale. So let's get into this one. Cheers. There's a nice little bit of zest to it. It's a little bit thin. It fills your palate up at first, fills it up, it has like a nice creamy drop off, but then the rest of it gets a little bit thinner at the end and goes down. But it does go down very smooth. 9% alcohol by volume. Let's do it again. Cheers. It's between the medium and the low side of a medium mouthfeel, so it could get bumped up to that savory category. Be that as it may, you don't have a lot of really sticky, savoring qualities to give it that mouthfeel, that get that kicked up mouthfeel. It's more of a drier beer. There are lingering hints of sweetness too going on, but it's more approaching the drier side. That kind of, excuse me, toasted bread. You're getting those brown sugar tones coming in. They're a little bit earthy, clovey tones. Again, that beet sugar, those kind of root vegetable tones are coming through a little bit, which are really nice and traditional to the styles, especially if they did use those beet vegetables, that beet sugar in here. Wow. There's just a nice little hint of raisin, fig, and date, plum. There's just wafting nuances of that. Starry anise are playing in there. A little cloviness, working around the palate. You're getting what was that? Sorry. You're getting caramel, brown sugar. It doesn't go all the way into the molasses. The brown sugar, though, is definitely wafting around the palate with that caramel. You get a little bit of something that, as I said, reminds me of a beet vegetable sweetness as well. That beet sugars, root vegetables sweetness. And it kind of dries out the palate and water, and then it's a little easy crushable at the end. It's very interesting. No lingering real bitterness or earthiness remaining. No mineral tones. I was surprised a little bit of mineral tone kicking back, but I'm not really getting any of that. It's tasty, traditional. Definitely, if it has had a different label on it, I wouldn't tell it's like a Pennsylvania brew. It's a very approachable yet traditional brewed beer. I really like that. And it has the implements of, because by the taste, I'm pretty sure you have the beet sugars and stuff in it, but it's not overwhelmingly root vegetables taste. I mean, because I've had some that have the rhubarb and the beets and stuff, and it's just a little bit too much. And this actually blends really nicely together. Nice breadiness in the back too. I think the breadiness is the thing that holds the sweetness the longest, honestly, to kind of balance out everything out at the end. Nice drink, very nice. Definitely naughty. This is definitely easy to drink too. Don't me. There's a lot of flavors going in, a lot of compound flavors in this one, but it definitely is easy to drink. So 9% can get you in trouble pretty easy, and this could go with a lot of dishes, not just a dessert. This isn't just a savory dessert bomb. This can be drank with meals easily. So Nimble Hill Brewing Company and Winery, by the way, they do a winery. The brewery and winery is separated. Like, I don't know, it's like a kiosk with a little aisleway or something like that. But they do wines as well. They started as a winery and then transcended into a brewery as well. So when they do barrel releases of their turbo diesel and their Mysterium or whatever, point something, their sour ale, they use their own wine barrels to barrel age those beers. So, and I always like that. Would actually be interesting to see them take the turbo diesel in a barrel and then put wine in that and see what happens. Mix it up. I'm not sure if they got into the distillery end of the market yet, but I know for a solid fact they do wine and they do beer. Little thing about this vinyl, I kind of wanted this just for this song because it's a song that's really prominent in the thing, and for some reason, I don't know how, I made it skip. So now it skips. The only song I really wanted on the damn vinyl, and it skips. So, hey, awesome. Rich Huff. I'm still unresolved on Belgians, and so I mean, like, honestly, Belgian ales are always a hit and miss. They're always something that isn't exactly approachable for everyone, for every style. There's a lot of Belgian beers that I don't like personally, and there are Belgian beers that I do enjoy. Doubles, for me, have always been something that I find extremely approachable. It's something that a lot of people all over the globe can get into. They're meant for pilgrims. They're meant for a good, easy drinking beer. Unlike certain styles, doubles are always something that I think you should definitely approach. Tripels can get a little hit or miss, and then obviously you got your big strongs, darks, quads. If you like big imperial stouts and stuff, I'd always say go for a quad and just see what happens. But as far as Belgian ales, to really get immersed yourself into a Belgian, obviously go for the big names, the big ones that have a lot of brewing history and a lot of highly recommendations behind them. But I'd say always go for a nice double. Actually, if you can find one, it's called Grimbergen. Grimbergen's beers are they're actually just they're traditionally made for pilgrims. They come in, they need drinks, and they slake their thirst. Grimbergen is a great example of a beer that you can approach, and you'll pretty much be happy with. This one's good, but you have to get ready for a little bit different vibes. Star Anise coming through those, that cloviness is coming through, the beet sugars, so it's not going to be for everybody. But as the style goes, this is a very easy drinking strong ale at 9% too, so it's very dangerous. And they were nice enough to put the ABV on the bottle, and I think that means a lot. I'm glad that this brewery actually is doing that, because there's a lot of Pennsylvania breweries that are not putting those things, bottle dates and ABVs on their beer, which I think is a very responsible thing for the company should do and to do. But there's a lot of Belgian beers out there that you could probably approach. I'd say go for doubles. Doubles, if you get the taste of doubles. Tripels, they can be a little hit or miss, as I said. Stay away from Derank's 2X Bitter. You probably won't like that one. But so if you're not really big into the weedy hops, those really earthy, floral, weedy hops, I mean, stay away from some. But other than that, I think you'll be okay. Oh, really? Oh, it's check that out. That double. I like. That's what I say. I like doubles. I like Rochefort. I don't know. Check out Rochefort's products. I think you'll be really impressed with Rochefort's line. Vestmal also, they do really good stuff. Le Chauffe. I like Le Chauffe's. Le Trappe. You know, those kind of things. Give those a go. Sometimes you get a lot of beers that are Belgian-esque styles, and they kind of go off the train a little bit. They kind of little hit or miss styles, but the big names, I've always been. Actually, even the double that I had from Les Oedren, that's a little bit, maybe not for everybody, but at the same time, the style of nutrition that goes into that beer, I appreciate it a lot. It's a little drier than most doubles, but I appreciate it. You have to give it a go, experiment. Just try to check things out, kind of go with the bigger names. Go Belgian or go home, that kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of a lot of Belgian ales, just like you said. They're hit or miss. They're hard to approach sometimes, but when you do get a good one, you're really happy you got a good one. Like for me, Slap Muska was amazing. Slap Muska was like one of the best Belgian beers I ever had, and then some people don't like it. It's all perception. It's how you, if it's your taste, your opinion. But as far as an easy drinking big Belgian strong beer from Pennsylvania, no less, northeastern Pennsylvania, Nimble Brewing Company's Naughty actually is a very, 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 very easy drinking beer. I'm really glad I have more of them to try. And you can get in trouble with this one. I like that. Naughty. Ooh. And hopefully you like it. If you haven't seen Midnight from 1982, I definitely think you should, because I love this film, made in Pennsylvania, of course, by the co-writer of Night of the Living Dead, and listening to the soundtrack right now. This is Paul from PABrewNews. Hope you had a good time watching this. Hope you have a great night. Be safe, and see you later. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that figure. I'm going to give this one, holy shit, I didn't even fucking rate it. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Cheers. Bye-bye. That was close. See ya. Watch that finger.